Let's now take a look at how to remove a single animal from a yard while on horseback. Remember, this is not an arena in which to school horses. It's a workplace where the number one goal is healthy cattle. In this example, the key lies in forming a relationship with the beast before you attempt to move it out of the yard.
This can be a very stressful thing for animals if it's done poorly, but to get it to work properly, the handler needs to say hello to the cow, and this is the most important thing, that they find their animal that they want to remove from the pen, say hello to that animal by creating this relationship between the animal and the handler. And that revolves around, as you approach the animal, once that animal moves, makes its first movement, the handler must stop, take the pressure off and let that animal relax. That was then repeated a second time, and usually on the third time the handler doesn't stop the third time but moves into position to move that animal, and that animal will then move for them. And it will stop periodically and turn and look at the handler to look for direction. So when it looks, that's a cue that you ask it to do something, and put a little bit of pressure to keep it walking. She then took the animal to the gate and parked it there. And while it's parked at the gate, that animal remained focused all the time on the handler. She could open the gate, she could have pretty much gone and had a cup of tea, and that animal would have stayed there watching her. So it didn't leave the pen until she asked it to leave the pen, and then it walked straight out of the pen. Now, because her focus was on that animal, none of the other animals in the pen were interested in leaving the pen, even though those cattle have been trained to leave the pen. So the pen riding, or the moving of one animal, is all about getting the confidence of that animal with the handler, saying hello, and that animal will do anything for you then. It's quite happy to go with you, quite happy to leave the mob by itself, and be unstressed during that process. So she's parked in there now, and that animal still focuses on her. So she's now looking for direction as to what do you want me to do. That animal will stay there, just moving to look at the cell a bit better, and she'll just keep watching her. Now a little bit of pressure and the animal will leave the pen. So this happened so well because of the hello, the introduction that she made when she first made contact with him.
Given the predator-prey relationship between cattle and humans, working animals on foot can be more challenging than when mounted. However, if you take the time to say hello and form a relationship with the animal you want to move, it can be a simple process.
We had a stray in the pen and said hello to that animal, gained his focus, and it was quite easy to remove from the pen. So the pen riding, or the moving of one animal, is all about getting the confidence of that animal with the handler, saying hello, and that animal will do anything for you then. It's quite happy to go with you, quite happy to leave the mob by itself, and be unstressed during that process.